there's nothing good with having your team healed up in the evening and even sneak away and if I'm wondering about to say, I am about to run this guy out of business. Hey everybody, it's the T-Rock 100. Welcome back to more of Pokemon and Scarlet and Violet. Last time, we began our brand new quest of, well, checking up on the gym leaders, making sure that they're up to snuff, and getting into prep for the Pokemon Ace Tournament. Something that we will not be doing in this episode, but I don't care what you say. This time, we're going to be completing the final half of this in a very grand adventure of gym leader rematches. It's time for a meeting with the boss, but seems I got a visitor with no appointment instead. This is absolutely something she'd do. No, I understand everything, I assure you. Oh, of course, there's no problem. The Prima is my boss, so I have to do as she says. But now she's ordering students around? I see. So you're helping the boss to free up some time to enter a tournament at the academy. Well, whatever floats your boat, I suppose. I'd never let myself get roped in like that. Well, let's knock this task off our list then. No use in wasting time, shall we? Let's head to the treasure eatery then. You already faced me during the elite test, so I doubt this will leave much of an impression on you. In any case, let's get started, shall we? I'll be facing you in my role as a gym leader, so I'm going to use my regular team. They all belong to the normal type. Normal as in plain, average, unremarkable, run-of-the-mill. I'm pretty fond of them, you know? They suit me perfectly. About as ordinary as you can get. Maybe below average on that, given your attitude. People, Pokemon, there's no need to overcomplicate things. Nowadays, people only see him to want a shock factor. Something weird, something bizarre. At the end of the day, though, nothing beats the relief of coming home even after a fun vacation. When all is said and done, simplicity is strong. As much as I really enjoy this guy's enthusiasm-ish, I still can't find myself to like this guy. The boss takes him from getting used to, you know. You've got a work cut out for you. Oikoin! Level 65, pure normal type, glutton for the ability. With Body Slam, Bullet Seed, Senate Butt, Iron Head. So Larry, he is arguably the most rematchable leader out of most of the other games in 2. We technically had a rematch with him in the league, but under a different team type, and we're really challenging him as it is somewhat requirement for the game. As if this guy wasn't annoying enough as it is for something like that. What the hell? But I digress. Still doesn't change the fact that I hate the guy. Alright, so next up it's gonna be Kumala, level 65, normal health and type with Comatose for his signature ability. Yawn, Sucker Punch, Wood Hammer, Zen Headbutt. Yes. Well, let's see how much it likes to wake up to this. Nope, it didn't wake up. It fainted. Okay, I love Cool Wallace as much as the next guy, but even I know that this is too much. Jadoon Sparks, level 65, pure normal type, Serene Grace for the ability. Hyper Drill, Drill Run, Dragon Rush, Stone Edge. Alright. Go for the low sweep because you're a one heavy boy. Yeah, kind of. And ooh, Hyper Drill. You know, after constantly watching it more and more of Michael's dance moves, I can think of one trainer who would absolutely beneficiate, well with this Pokemon. Mirror B. I know that some of the more modern Pokemon fans will have no idea who that is, but for those of you who do know who Mirror B is, I'm happy for you. Anyway, Braviary, level 65, normal flying type, Key Knife for the ability, Brave Bird, Crush Claw, Close Combat, Rock Tomb. Go for the Wild Charge. Bonk! Uh-oh. Ow! Bonk! Alright, now! His last Pokemon! Staraptor, level 66, normal flying type, Intimidate for the ability, Terror type being normal, Facade, Brave Bird, Close Combat, Thief. Go for an Earthquake. Time to show what we can really do. Same good work as always, please. Oof. Well, that hurt. A third serving of defeat, huh? They're a bit too much of an average Joe like me to handle. But I think I understand now. When I was told to use flying types when I had battled as a member of the Elite Four, the scenery you'll never even notice if you stick to a flat, well-trodden paths. It'll do me good to admire talent that soars as high as yours from time to time. Well, if the boss says I should do so, I'll do so. She won't catch me doing it for fun, though. In any case, I've been strictly told to cut down on my overtime hours, so I'll call it a day. So, while we're still here, I actually want to make a quick door back at the gym real quick. The Treasure Eatery, excuse me. Trust me, I have a good reason for this. If I can find it, that is. Here we go. I saw in the background this person. Want to change any Pokemon's Terra type? The student who beat Larry, that was some fine battling. You're something, kid. I'll let you in on a special dish I only make it for my special customers. One that changes a Pokemon's Terra type. I need special ingredients called Terra Shards. Whenever you get your mitts on them, come let me know. Since your first time out, I'll give you enough to change a Pokemon's Terra type to normal. So yeah, you could potentially have a Pokemon become a normal Terra type pretty much on the house if you wanted. You know those shards you've been picking up throughout the region? Well, here you go. You could also get these through Terra Raid battles, but you'll be able to get way more of them later on down the road. Do I recommend you do this? Hell no! So she needs 50 Terra shards of the same type. Yeah, 50. What the heck? See you at the next location. And we're back. Well, if it is my little challenger, Derek, what brings you back here, baby? Finally ready for that rap battle? Hold on! You're telling La Prima sent you to check on my gym? So instead of her, I get you? She sent the rookie champion instead of coming out here herself? She doesn't know who I am. Sorry, I got heated there. Don't worry, though. You're not the one who struck that nerve. Oh, well. I was just thinking I'd like to see you again anyway. Guess it's just how fate has it. If you're doing this, let's do it. Ready to show me how strong those adventures made you? Now that's the spirit. Come on, let's put on a killer show. Again, I am so sorry. Milan, darling. Milan. Feels like just yesterday that you were here for your gym test. Now you're all championed up and out doing errands for La Prima herself. Tell you something. You get to be my age, time starts passing you by fast. But that sentimental style's not worth my while. Time to kick around and hit the flow. Let's go. My spirit's burning. You need to get this battle churning. Let the bet be ready to begin. Our little champion's coming into his own. Come on, baby. Rattle me down to the bone. A rematch with Rhyme! Honestly, not much really changed with her, except for maybe 2 things. But, oh, you'll see. Come on, rookie. Show me you deserve to be called a champion. Her first of the 2 Pokemon. Being Nets, level 65, pure ghost type, Insomnia for the ability. Icy Wind, Sucker Punch, Shadow Sneak, Phantom Force. Mimikyu, level 65, Ghost Fairy type, Disguise for the ability. Light Screen, Shadow Sneak, Slash, Play Rough. I need to get rid of that Mimikyu. I need to get rid of it now. At least I got poison in the process, so that's great. Oh no! Oh no! Oh! Okay, I honestly thought that it was gonna use light screen there for a moment. Uh-oh. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and heal Michael this turn. And then I'll finish off Mimikyu with an Iron Head. Bonk! Yeah, it was gonna go down this turn either way. Yep, I saw that coming. Alright. Next up, it's gonna be Houndstone, level 65, pure ghost type, Sand Rush for the ability. Stupid ability. Trust me, it's a really bad ability. Plain Rough, Crunch, Phantom Force, Ice Fang. Bonk! Not this again! But, okay. Bonk! And of course, avoid the attack. Alright. Next up is the bane of a lot of my Pokemon fans' appearance. Spiritomb! Level 65! Ghost Dark type! Pressure for the ability. Protect, Sucker Punch, Curse, Will-O-Wisp. We'll get rid of that Bayonet real quick. Here we go. I'm actually kind of surprised that Spiritomb didn't throw up a Protect on itself, but... It killed itself! The one weakness of Curse cuts the HP in half, but it could also lead into their potential downfall if misused. It's hilarious. But it could also lead to that. But it doesn't matter. Hanging on by the skin of my teeth, gonna make this count. For the last Pokemon, Toxicity, whatever. And a Toxic Dick. Level 66, pure electric poison type, Punk Rock for his signature ability. With his Terra type being Ghost. Overdrive, Hex, Boom Burst, Sludge Bomb. This goes to change will turn your highs to lows. The brightest lights are the castest shadows. Finally, some rhyming. Doing some rhymes. Bonk! And go in for the wave crash. You're cool, my friend. You move my soul. Wasn't expecting you to around me that much. You caught me off guard just like Shadow Sneak. Sorry for calling you a rookie. Hope we're good. I just wanted to prove the strength of ghost types to Gita, but I guess I got carried away. You're the real deal, my friend. I can guarantee that. From here on out, Ron's got your back. If you run into any Vexen trainers or Hex inspectors, just give me a call. Now you go enjoy this at a big wide world to the fullest. You hear me, Lou? Later, baby. Alright. Next. And we're here. Hello. Oh, if it isn't Derek, it's been too long. Your beauty has become even more refined since the last time we met. Who taught you the art of flattery? Is my young friend all grown up now? Are you hitting on me? So you're here in place of Gita, are you? Just between you and me, I'm not exactly her biggest fan. That bewitching aura of hers overlaps too much with my own style. So it may be here for the best that she sent someone else for the job. With you, I feel like I can really give this a battle all I've got. Without further ado, are you ready to pursue her quintessential beauty together? Oh, wonderful. Let's head into the battle court. Ah, the rush of it exhilarating before a battle. Every cell in my body is humming with excitement. Having a totally amazing opponent such as yourself makes the feeling even more powerful. You know what? I'm really happy right now. A diamond in the rough that I helped to polish is now sparkling as bright as the finest of gems. Seeing others working so hard allows me to work hard myself and never shed a tear. Sadness is not in my vocabulary after all. The closest emotion I allowed is the beauty of surprise. Yeah, because all of your makeups are run. All 4 of them. Allow me to teach you how to do true emotional spectrum practice. A rematch with Tulip! And she's actually kind of a no joke. Her first Pokemon, Farigiraf, level 65, normal Psychic type, Armor Tail for the signature ability, Crunch, Zen Head Punch, Reflect, Iron Head. Oddly, no Twin Beam. Oh well. Not that I'm complaining. Okay, that's weird. The background was behaving like that at the bottom of the clouds. Even kind of hurt my eyes a little bit. Here we go. Alright. Ooh, you're sending it out with your big gun for this one. In your knight in shiny armor. Gallade! Ugh. Level 65, Psychic fighting type, Steadfast for the ability. Psycho Cunt, Leaf Blade, Exeter, Close Combat. No need to beat around the bush on this one. Take this thing out as fast as you can. Like that. You don't also feel like I once again kind of overtrained for this? Then again, doing a lot of off-screen catching and working in terror raid battles to do that to you, but try not to use a lot of experience gauge myself, but what are you gonna do? Next up, it's gonna be Gardevoir, level 65, Psychic Fairy type, Synchronized for the ability. Psychic, Dazzling Gleam, Energy Bomb, Mystical Fire. There we go. Alright. It looks like Esparta is up next. Level 65, pure Psychic type of Opportunist for his signature ability. Psychic, Quick Attack, Shadow Ball, Dazzling Gleam. Yeah, I'm pretty much just making this entire fight look like a joke. Uh-oh. Okay, did not expect you to be that fast. Then again, you are an ostrich, and they're one of the fastest flightless birds out there, even though they clearly possess wings. Yeah, they're more on the running side of all things. Alright. Now, her last Pokemon! Florigus, level 66, with pure fairy type. Flower Veil for its ability, Psychic type being Terra type being Psychic, excuse me. Psychic, Moonblast, Petal Blizzard, Charm. I'm shook, and not in a good way. Unpleasant surprises are not good for my skin. Yeah, because you need to have all 7 of your people to give you the proper makeup that you need. Come here, my little Florges. It's time for a skin cleanse. You'll become a new you. I just ruined your makeup in many bad ways. Because I literally just am about to throw your Florigus in the trash, and I'm gonna do this. And coming from me, I sound like a dick. Wow. It's good. A shocking glow up, to be sure. You're the total package. I expected no less. Beauty, strength, you've got it all. You know, in my line of work, people who lack talent in one area over the other often fade away quickly, never to be heard of again. Met with all kinds of setbacks, they fall into corruption and their desperation and end up even more miserable than the mundane do. It would be better for those people if they never had even the slightest bit of talent to begin with. Don't fade away, Derek. I want to see just how far your talent can go. This could be a promise between us. I hope you won't break it. You did splendidly today. Thank you for everything. Well, we'll see her again one more time at some point. See you in the next location. And we're back! Once again. Huh? I recognize you. You here to hit the slopes? I don't recall the snow being too good today. Oh, for real? I got something important to be dealing with in a bit, you know. Oh, I see. You're here to cover for Gita. So your dream came true. You're champion right now. You must be so happy. Oh, my bad. That sounded a lot more sarcastic than I intended. Don't get me wrong. I really think it's amazing. Just, it's complicated for me, that's all. Anyway, you came to test my skills, right? Let's just get this over with. Let's head outside. You best hope it's not snowing. Oh, I'm sure it'll snow later on in the match. But then again, I like a good snowstorm. The weather's in your favor today. Guess the snowy mountains have decided to be kind. These league mandated inspections happen a few times a year. If we don't show her we're up for the job, we'll lose our positions as gym leader. Gita always says it's just a formality, but I've already had to give up on being a pro snowboarder. If she takes away the talents I still have to show, then what'll be left? Sorry, didn't mean to bring the temperature down. It's simple enough, really. All I need to do is make sure the power of my Pokemon shows you to the bone. A rematch with Grusha! And I actually gotta consider it to be a bit of a joke. Conditions are alright, I guess. Good enough to defeat you anyway. Frostmoth, level 65, Ice Bug type, Shield Dust for the ability. Blizzard, Bug Buzz, and Tailwind. Yeah. One of two Pokemon that he has with an incomplete hit set of moves. And now we're gonna get into one that actually might be a little bit of a challenge. Weavile, level 65, Dark Ice type, Pressure for the ability. Night Slash, Ice Punch, Shadow Claw, X Scissor. Yes, yes, yes. All right. What's next? Okay. Titan, level 65, pure ice type with thick bat for the ability. Ice Spinner, Liquidation, Ice Shard, Bounce. Kind of an interesting choice. Definitely has one of the loudest cries out of most of the Pokemon. Any reason why you're not using Ice Shard or even Bounce on that? It definitely sounds like a beached whale. And not in the good kind. Beartic hits the other Pokemon with an incomplete set of moves. Level 65 Ice type, Snow Cloak for the ability. Aqua Jet, Icicle Crash, and Earthquake. Once again, this guy is a complete joke. And that is a very bad camera angle when facing against a male Beartic. You're gonna get the wrong idea. Put that away, buddy. Alright, now. His last Pokemon, Altaria, level 66, Dragon Flying type, Natural Cure for the ability with his Terra type being Ice. Let me just add that on there real quick. I forgot to add that. Here we go. Ice Beam, Dragon Pulse, Moonblast, Hurricane. I won't let things heat up any further. Time to bring the deep freeze. And Elsa beat you to the punch on that years ago, dude. Heck, she even still does, even to this day. Let it freeze. Let it snow. Let it pile up on top of us. Hurricane. Not a happy, hey, good time move. And that's all they wrote. Your burning passion. I kind of like it, to be honest. Man, Guillaume must really have it out for me. Sending someone there's no way I could beat. Still, no regrets on my part. I give it everything I had. I hit you full force and I lost anyway. It made me feel frustrated. It makes me want to become stronger as a gym leader. Put more of myself into it. I thought my passion had frozen over, but you rekindled it for me. Thanks, Derek. I won't lose next time. You'll see. Try not to catch a cold on your way down the mountain, eh? Yeah, I'm not exactly wearing the right kind of clothing here for this, but I probably might, but I'll get some hot chocolate later on. Hello? Hello? Am I speaking to Champion Derek? This is Gita. How is your inspection of the gyms going? You've done a wonderful job. Thank you. I was informed by each of the gym leaders that you stopped by to see them. I knew giving you this task was the right decision, Champion Derek. All of them seem quite happy for the opportunity to battle you. Now, I would like the inspection report from you in person. Join me at the academy in the entrance hall. I'll be waiting for you there. Well, no time like the present. Let's get to it! And we actually have a little bit of some time to kill. But don't expect us to do anything in terms of the Ace Tournament yet. Yeah, we'll just go right to the academy. Yeah, it'll be fine. Good day, Champion Derek. Now tell me, what do you think of our entrance hall? Do you enjoy being surrounded by books? That's good to hear. It was renovated a few years ago, and I was the one who came up with the new design. But more importantly, I would very much like to hear your reports on the gym leaders. Now that I think about it, this location is perhaps a little too public. Do you know of any who were quiet to where we might be able to discuss things a bit more discreetly? And of course, the one location is taking her to my room. So this is the dorm where you live. I wonder, is this room what helped to nurture your potential as a champion? You could say that. Wait, I remember now. You only recently moved into the dormitories. In the near future, perhaps I'll pay your family's home a visit, if I may. Anyway, let's get to the topic on hand. I would very much like to hear your report now that you've inspected the gym leaders. Tell me, which gym leader did you feel like was the easiest to face in battle? I'm gonna have to go with Grusha on this one, because he was easier than I thought. Grusha, you say? Next, which gym left you the strongest impression on you? That is actually kind of a good question. I'm going to go with Brassius. He was very expressive on this. Brassius? Fascinating. Then, which team gave you the most trouble during your battle? Probably the only one will have to be Iono. Oh, Iono? Next is the last most important question. Which team did you like the most? Ooh. I'm gonna go with Brassius. I probably like... Actually, no. Kofu. I liked him the strongest. Kofu, of course. Those are all the questions I have. Thank you very much for your help on this. Your perspective was fascinating, Champion Derek. I have no doubt it will assist me when running the organization. Please accept this as thanks. A King's Rock. It can cause a certain Pokemon to evolve, and it also has the potential as it increases the chance of being flinched. Thanks to you, my schedule has cleared out quite significantly, so I will most definitely be joining the tournament we discussed at the director's office. I'm sure Champion Ramona will be pleased too. Well, thanks for letting me visit. I should get back to work now. You must be tired. I suggest you take it easy for the rest of the day. Yeah, we might as well. One week later, Dixon was pushing in a bit of cooperation with the Pokemon League. The day finally arrived for the great Pokemon battle competition to be held. Huh? Hey, Derek! Looks like we just managed to get everything ready for the Academy Ace tournament! Oh yeah, that's what we decided to officially name the tournament. It's a good name, right? Fitting and memorable. But then Arvin went and said we should call it the School Battle Brawl. And then even director Clavel got into calling it that. So now it's just like, ugh! Anyway, how you feeling, Derek? In the mindset to do some winning? That's the enthusiasm. Shows what a champion's made of. It's so cool that LaPrima's gonna make a guest appearance. Thanks to your hard work. I wish I didn't have my hands set up full with all the behind-the-scenes admin stuff. I won't even get to do any battling myself. But I'll seize the chance to do something objective and learning into what makes you so good. Anyway, let's get going. I'll meet you at the front desk at the entrance hall. No stalling! So, come over here. There you are, Derek. You've got to go through the application process with a staffer before you can actually participate in the tournament. Ready for the explanation now, mister? Alright, the rules to the Academy Ace Tournament are as follows. Any student or faculty member of the Academy may enter. Your opponent will be random, and only winners will advance to the next round. Opponents will be matched by lottery, and the lottery is run by the people in charge. That means that you'll have no idea who you'll be facing until you meet them on the battle court. Winners, as I said, will get to advance to the next round. But lose once and you're knocked out. No more battles for you after that. The last chance standing, the only person to win all their matches, will be deemed the best of all, the Academy's ace. Thanks very much. We hashed out the tournament rules with help of Director Clavel. Based on the numbers of entrants so far, you probably have to win 4 times to take it all. Don't forget, you might go up against the faculty too. They're tough staff. So good luck and go be even tougher. The only person allowed to beat you is me! Please talk to me when you are ready to take part. We're not gonna do that yet. Actually, what are you? Oh, okay, you know what I'm saying. But you have some time. And I think it's about time we take on another round of classes. I know it may sound stupid, but I got time. What's a little bit of some classes gonna do to us? Hello! I hope everyone's ready to learn some new things today. Before we get going, do you all remember the final question on your midterm exam? Well, Director Clavel found out about it somehow and I got yelled at. Whoops. Apparently he could tell I was hiding something just by looking at me. He must have noticed all the color flushed right out of my face. Speaking of color, today I'd like to teach you all about colors and their pertain to Pokemon. Some Pokemon have slightly different coloration or patterning of their bodies based on their gender or individual differences. In very rare cases, a Pokemon may be widely different coloration compared to others of the same species. We call them these specimens shiny Pokemon. It is quite rare to cross paths with one. Does anyone here know what the likelihood of finding a shiny Pokemon is? That is 1 in 4,000. It used to be 1 in 8,192, but now it's 1 in 4,096. Well, that's right! You had the makings of a Pokemon professor, Derek! Shiny Pokemon appear at a rate of 1 in 4,000. Isn't that amazing? The probability of encountering one in the wild is the same as hatching one from an egg, too. Eggs from a pair of Pokemon raised around different languages are a special case. There's a higher than average chance that a shiny Pokemon will hatch from these eggs. We haven't been able to figure out why that is just yet. We also heard rumors that a charm that increases your likelihood of finding shiny Pokemon when you have it in your bag. Can you believe that? This claim can't be scientifically verified, but it sure would be fun if it were true. Whoops, here's the bell. That's all for today. Thank you for your attention. I know in some cases they kind of refer to shinies as sometimes albino, which I actually kind of find it to be kind of an interesting choice to go for. Alright, let's see here. Hello everyone, let's have a fun class today. Did you make sure you review your last class material in order to stay sharp? I know it was a little difficult with all the talk of multiplication and percentage and the like, but today we'll be talking about percentages again and learn about probability. It may sound like we're going to have another difficult class, but did you know that all of you already deal with probability on a regular basis? Pokemon moves generally have a probability called accuracy, which determines the probability that will hit. The probability of tackle is 100, or 100%. So if you were to use tackle 100 times, you could expect it to hit all 100 times. If the move Hypnosis, which puts opponents to sleep, has an accuracy of 60, or 60%. That means that you can expect it to hit 60 times out of 100 into use. To put it another way, out of 100 uses, you'd expect it to miss 40 times. Many truly powerful moves often tend to have lower accuracy. So when you decided whether to go slow and steady with moves that are sure to hit, or hard and fast with stronger but less accurate moves, you're already studying probability. Let me see here. Perhaps Surf and Hydro Pump would be good examples for this discussion. Surf has a power of 90. It's actually at 100, meaning you get expected to hit every time. Hydro Pump is only 80, but when it hits, the power is 110. So between Surf and Hydro Pump, which move would you want to use yourself? I go for Hydro Pump. Oh my, I see you like the risky, adventurous side of things, Derek. I may have made it sound like that was a correct answer here, but there's not. You're free to use any move you wish. So there's really no real wrong answer for this. Factors like PP or number of targets hit and making some moves more suitable for certain situations. However, trading accuracy for power or vice versa is purely a matter of preference. This Surfer's Hydro Pump debate has been ongoing for quite some time. Personally, it's more invested in debating the rock-type moves, Rock Slide and Stone Edge. Let me tell you, I can really get worked up when talking about those moves, but... oh my, there's the bell. What a shame. Next class will be the last of our time together, so show up 100% ready to go. So wait, does that mean... okay, yeah, so I guess technically our last in the class is this next one. So that means our finals are coming up sooner than I thought. I thought there would be more than that. Oh well. Getting to them will be no problem. Greetings, my little students. Whatever you did yesterday is now a part of history. Today, we will continue to unravel the marvels that history has presented to us. I trust that you'll remember our lesson before the midterm exam concerning the great crater Paldea and its interior, Area Zero. This mysterious crater captured the imaginations of many, including the former Paldean emperor. 200 years ago, a group of explorers claimed to have finally reached its depths. The name of the team that achieved this great feat was the Zero Expedition. The team is said to have made up of others bright and best. Skilled battlers, brilliant researchers, talented individuals of all kinds. Among the list of the team members was the name of a man who was an author and brilliant natural historian, Heath. After returning from the expedition into Area Zero, he used his literary talents to record the events of the expedition and publish them. Aha! Perfect time to make eye contact, young Derek. Let's see if you were paying attention. What was the name of the team that first made it to the deepest reach of the Great Crater? That is the Area Zero Expedition. Correct. Pick up on and remember a term I simply slipped into the flow of the lecture. You're quite clever. You're quite the clever one. The correct name of the team was the Area Zero Expedition. The record of these activities are hidden in the expedition member Heath can be found in the bookstores and the like even today. This record is now known as the Violet Book. At the time, the entire region of Paldea was absolutely buzzing about Area Zero. The Violet Book was so popular that practically everyone had a copy. However, the book itself was full of fantastical descriptions and illustrations that could never be thought of as real. The masses began to call Heath a liar. Even the truth of the expedition and making a hit to the bottom of the crater was called into question. The Violet Book was condemned to the shelves to use bookstores as just another book of wild paranormal stories. There's a copy of one of the bookshelves on the ground floor of the entrance hall. Feel free to have a read if you're interested. Oh, it's that time already. I must have gotten swept into filling your minds with knowledge. This ends today's lesson. We will revel more of the history in non-committed together next time. Alright, Salvatore, let's do it. My dear friends, how are you all today? I hope you are doing marvelously well. Seven of Salvatore's language lessons is a prey. Are you ready? I would expect no less from my excellent friends. Even your replies to my questions are excellent. Audrey Hui, today we will once again be focusing on listening. Bessie, go for it, my assistant. Pikachu. As you may remember from our last class, the same Pokemon cries that may sound different depending on what it wants to say. Audrey Hui, today that is, you will be learning more of the language used by Pokemon. Je te prie, if you would be so kind, Pikachu. That sounds a little bleak, doesn't it? Its voice seems a little lower pitched, too. What emotion do you suppose Pikachu was trying to convey just now? That is sadness. Ding ding ding, that's right, Derek. Fantastic! Pikachu says, it's expression expressing sadness. That makes you want to cry, doesn't it? That's right, I had my little Pikachu cry as if it was crying. Funny joke, right? Don't you think it did a great job? Give Pikachu a round of applause, everyone. Oh, it looks like a bashful. And now, eyebrows of nothing. Let me give you all one of my wise words of advice. If you hear one of your Pokemon making sad noises like this one, you should treat them with even more kindness than usual. Well, you probably already knew that, though. A piece of cake here for you all, I'm sure. Of course, this goes on for your classmates and others as well. Friends should support each other in times of sadness. I truly hope that you can all have smiles on your faces all the time, my friends. All push your course. Next lesson, that is, will be our final lesson together. I hope you're ready for this climactic finale. Adios, Montemate. So yeah, our last class is going to be the next one. Then we'll get straight to the finals. And that is what I intend to do before we go too further into our next little row. That is fun that we'll be seeing throughout the game. Another day, another round of battle studies. Also, let's get right to it. I hope you keep auto battles a shot like we talked about last class. Making good use of auto battles will let you train up a bunch of different Pokemon. It's also an efficient way to gather the Pokemon materials you need to make TMs and TM machines. Speaking of which, have you all been using the TM machines? I sure hope so, cause it's pop quiz time! To create teams, you need Pokemon materials and one other thing. I don't remember what that is? Looks like you're already a TM machine pro, new kid! I've only ever used it once in my entire life. The correct answer is League Points, or LP for short. You can give LP and Pokemon materials to a TM machine to create TMs. But that's not all! You can also exchange Pokemon materials as a TM machine to get LP. I recently learned that some shady individuals getting LP illegal using a technique called hacking? Or something like that. I wonder who that could be. I don't want any of you getting involved in bad stuff like that. Got it? Anyway, you can also add TMs that you wanted to make it to your watch list. This will let you keep an eye on the materials you need to gather. In conclusion, in order to make TMs, you need Pokemon materials. If you want to get hold of lots of materials, you have to battle all kinds of Pokemon. Aw man, I was just about to suggest we do some hands-on practice to really drive the point home. How? But I guess we're gonna have the time. Class is over now. Take care, you little rascals. Again, how? I don't like what you are implying, Dendra. Alright, we've got 2 more to do, and then we'll finish up. Hello, class. It is I, Hassel, yet again. First, allow me to apologize for losing my composure during our last class. I was so touched by Brassius' story that I simply couldn't contain my emotions. I'm sorry for making such a scene. I certainly got a very stern talking to from Miss Time after that class, yes. Anyway, let us shift gears and dive into the material for today's class. Now, have you all heard of the 10 sites of Paldea? We've heard a little bit about this. As the names would imply, there are 10 sites in Paldea that are considered particularly beautiful. Among them, I would say that the Grand Olive Orchid is likely the most accessible. You can see field after field of olive trees from the hills on the way to Cartondo. 2 waterfalls are also counted among these 10 sites, Fury Falls and Casuria Falls. And then there's the peak of Glacier Mountain, known as Paldea's highest peak. There's another cliff on Glacier Mountain that's named after its rather unique shape. So let me ask you, my students, what is the name of the 3-pronged cliff at Glacier Mountain? No need to grasp the straws. That is the Glaciado, I think, Run? Unique take, but that sort of name would usually apply to a slope, don't you think? The 3-pronged cliffs at Glacier Mountain is in fact known as Glaciado's Crasp. Though its shape is so far too stubby to be that of a human hand, I imagine someone thought it looked like a Pokemon hand grabbing something. There's also the mountain in Area 3 of the East Province, where you can get a good look at that REVANCHA. It's particularly gorgeous at night. In fact, the view is so brilliant it is known as the Million-Volt Skyline. I hear it's quite a hotspot for dates, and deservedly it is so for having such a romantic view. I imagine it's, what do the kids say these days? A very fleek selfie spot. Of course, you may feel that not all 10 sites live up to their grandiose names. How often do we visit some tourist spot only to be disappointed? Not to say that you shouldn't visit them, only that you should keep your hopes in check. The important thing is to go yourself and see them with your own 2 eyes. And sometimes a disappointing experience can be worthwhile in its own way. Take a chance. Well, that's it for today. Thank you for your attention. Alright, we've got one more class, and then we'll finish up from here. Home EC. Home Economics. Put away your phones. It is time to begin a class. While you were out performing field work with one of your Pokemon walking alongside you, have you ever noticed changes in its coloration? No, I don't mean it suddenly becomes a shiny Pokemon or any nonsense like that. I'm speaking of it becoming filthy. Pokemon battle. They get hurt by moves used against them. They get battered in by wind and rain. They get covered in sand and mud. They get, in a word, filthy. I've seen many a trainer walking about with their adorable little Pokemon without addressing their issue. This is deplorable. Let me ask this question of someone who I am sure would not tolerate such shameful conduct. Oh yes, Master Derek. What should you do if your Pokemon gets dirty? Clean them. Perfectly correct. I knew I could count on you to provide me with such an answer. When your Pokemon are dirty, clean them. This is, of course, simply common sense. While you're having a picnic, you can approach the Pokemon on your team and perform a variety of actions. One such action is putting them through what I would like to call the Pokemon Wash. Working at the Pokemon Wash, I think they broke the Pokemon Wash! In other words, you are able to clean them up. You start by getting your sponge lathered out with soapy bubbles as you gently and carefully scrub your Pokemon. Once your Pokemon is nice and covered in soapy bubbles, the bubbles are what encapsulate the filth. Then you simply wash it away with a spray of water. Unless it's their fire types, because I hear that that's kind of bad for them. This will get your Pokemon clean and shining bright as a Terra Jewel. It is certainly quite a bit of work, but this will also restore HP and cure status conditions. However, some Pokemon may have parts of their bodies and they don't want scrubbed or that would rather not get wet. You should keep this in mind while cleaning your Pokemon. Now, the most important point that I must mention is that some Pokemon like to be dirty. Though I will contradict myself by saying this, please do remember that cleaning your Pokemon is not always the kind thing to do. Our time together has come to an end for today. I bid you all farewell. And now we're done. So, I think now that we're finally done with that, we're gonna go ahead and end things off right here. So next time, we take a part in the Ace tournament, or the Battle Brawl, whatever they want to go for, and see what we can do afterwards. See you guys then!